Okay, so your first issue, if you're like me, in order to get to your diversity antennae, is to obviously make sure your boot window opens. Mine doesn't. So just in the process of trying to open it, obviously open the hatch. You've got a pull down flap, which is this one, which is just unhinges from each side. There and now, so that comes off. Then I've got 11, probably should be 12 screws, Phillips screws, dotted around. You'll just see them scattered around everywhere, so take all them out. And then 2 of the pop rivets, one each side, there and now. And then you need to pull this down. It's very, very tight. You can see there's a little indent there. So where I literally have to use a screwdriver just to sort of pull it down to here. It does stretch over without breaking. And then that gives you just enough room. I've literally got to order a 3mm long Allen key, which I've just done on Amazon because I literally can't get to it. Okay guys, here we are. So I had to order myself some tools. I needed a little 3mm extension just so I could get to the little Allen key, which is like a release for the tailgate glass in here. So I went through how to get this off. This plastic was super tight. I had to literally like lever it off, and it just managed to slip round there. Getting it back is equally difficult because you've got little flanges on the other side there. You can feel them with your finger, but it does go and it won't break anywhere else. And then I was able to get my arm, so this is from the passenger side coming in, and it's very difficult to see. I'll probably get a screenshot or something of the mechanism, and you can see the silver bolt, and you're literally just 12 o'clock up from that. There's a hole. Get in there with your 3mm Allen key and then just push forward, and it's just clicked a minute ago and we have the tailgate open. So this is obviously so I can get to the diversity antennae, which is my main thing because I've got no bloody central locking at the moment and it's a nightmare. It's really winding me up. Well, just as a result, so I managed to fix my tailgate screen, the glass opening, after going all through the palaver of doing it the manual way. Turns out it was fuse number 55. Should have had a 40 amp. Mine had a 30 amp in it, little green one. I thought it looked sus when I looked at it. You can just make it out, 30 amp. So just checked it down there, and it was this one. You can just see the numbers at the bottom. So I just replaced it and now it's working. So now at least I can get access. So obviously I just took that apart. Well, once the glass was open, I got access to the 4 bolts for the diversity. But there you go. So yeah, check your fuses. If your tailgate ain't working, or your tailgate glass rather, check fuses first. Here we go, just to prove it again. So, fucking opening, lovely. So yeah, check fuses. Don't go the long way around it, like I did. Next job, get that going for the central locking. Happy days. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Plenty more videos coming up, especially on this one, the E61. Is going to be topping up your screen wash. Obviously visibility is pretty important when you're driving a car, so knowing how to top that up so you can keep your windows nice and clean. There's no water coming out of my one, so it's probably a problem. So you generally have a lever down towards the driver's side door. Mine's down there. Sometimes they'll be underneath the steering wheel, might be marked in orange. So pull your lever, open your bonnet. All cars have slightly different mechanisms to open the bonnet, so just look in your manual if you're unsure. And then there's your screen wash. So it might have a blue cap, might have a yellow cap. all slightly different, but that symbol will be the same on each one. So there you go, nice blue liquid in there. That's your screen wash. One does need topping up, but it should be working. So that's where it's located. Obviously once you've topped it up, put your cap back on so you don't lose fluid everywhere, push fit, and then that's where it is. There you go, screen wash working as it should be. So pretty important. The life and soul of an engine is the engine oil, located to check the levels with a dipstick. The dipstick could either be red or yellow indicated. Do this again with the car on level ground. You'll probably need to give that a wipe. So wipe your stick, put it back in, and then obviously you want to leave it in there for a couple of seconds, put it back out, and then you can check the level. As long as it's between the maximum and minimum, then you're okay. If it's not, then put some engine oil in. Obviously the symbol for the engine oil is that. If it's below, I mean, I'd at least put in a couple of litres at a garage just to keep the engine going. And again, obviously you can check when the engine's cool and on level ground to check your level, and you want to obviously get that level to within the range. You can check your quantity of your car in the owner's handbook, but as I say, that's key to the running of any engine. Engine oil is vital, and obviously you can check in the manual for which one. I generally use a synthetic oil, fully synthetic. I think it's a 1040 watt. I'll put up a screenshot. Okay, something else to check is your brake fluid. So it's normally filled up with .4. I'll put a screenshot up of that, and you normally have like a minimum and a maximum, so obviously just make sure you're between that range, ideally on the maximum. Then lastly, only when the engine is cold, I must say, never ever do this when it's hot because it could explode and go in your face. So really like health and safety on that one. So obviously this engine's cold, check your radiator fluid. You normally get a little light come up on the screen. I'll give you a screenshot of the symbol. And you normally have something like that sticking out. Looks like a little bit too much in there, but best to have too much than not enough. So there's your radiator thing. Must reliterate only when cold. You can access that. So make sure it's screwed back up nice and tight. And they are your key fluids to check on your car. Okay, thanks for watching the video.